Good morning to you. It's Thursday, the 5th of May, 2016. Another nice day by the looks of things. The sun is starting to come out, although it doesn't get into my back garden, unfortunately, until about 11, 12 o'clock. But that doesn't matter. I should be walking up to the swimming pool shortly after I finish chatting to you, boys and girls, and then come back and sit in my lovely garden for a while. Yes, not a lot to do today apart from that. A bit quiet at the quiz last night. In fact, it's been quiet everywhere. Have you noticed, I don't know if you've noticed, the shows I do directly after bank holidays, I always seem to be telling you now that everything's been quiet this week. And that is everything, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, probably tonight as well. So I think that's what happens now. It's all very different. I was talking to Justin Peacock, who I used to work for some years ago at his pub in his steam coach. He still has the pub. And it's very different than it used to be. Bank holiday wouldn't usually affect anything. In fact, on a bank holiday, you could almost guarantee that you'd have a packed out pub, but that just doesn't happen anymore. And he was saying the biggest indicator of that really now is Christmas Eve, where Christmas Eve in his pub has done a complete turnaround. Now, I used to DJ for him on Christmas Eve at the steam coach in Hemel Hempstead. I thought I had the echo on for a minute. And it was always a packed night. Then, and I did this for some years, and then over a period of about 2 or 3 years, it swapped round. And the nighttime became very quiet. And yet the daytime really picked up, and he now tells me that Christmas Eve daytime is packed, you know, from sort of early afternoon right through to early evening, and then they all go home. Isn't that weird? How things are changing around like that. I mean, since I stopped working there Christmas Eve, I don't work Christmas Eve anymore. It's always, you know, it can be a bit hit and miss anyway, and I'd rather be at church on Christmas Eve, you know. Anyway, that's just my thoughts on that. So quiet everywhere at the moment. Today, of course, boys and girls, we have the elections in London. You are electioning. Is that a word? Electioning. You are electing a new mayor. So you put your little cross in your box there. Outside of London, I don't know who's voting for what, but everyone seems to have a vote for something. Here in Berkshire, here in Bracknell, we are voting for a new police commissioner. Now, I'm sorry, but I just don't get this. Who are they and what do we vote for? Because I haven't got a clue. Not a clue. I will go down to the little voting booth later. Oh, that is something I've got to do today. I nearly forgot that. I will go down to the voting thing later and have a look at the bit of paper. But I'll be honest with you, it's not like voting for a general election, you know, or an in-out, do we want to be in Europe, vote out. You know, it's not anything like that. It's a police commissioner. And I have no idea what that's all about. Okay, it's obviously electing someone who's quite high up in the police force. That's how it sounds to me. That's about all I know. Very, very strange. Oh, am I just going to be faced with 3 names and I'll look at the bit of paper and I think, well, there's a Chris, I'll vote for him. I think it's going to be a bit like that. That's bizarre, isn't it? I just don't get that at all. So that's what we're doing in Berkshire today, voting for police commissioner. Last night at the quiz, we had someone's birthday. It was Eamon's birthday yesterday evening. I don't think he watches this show, but nevertheless, he was, I think, 52 last night. And I do like to make a little bit of a fuss of people on their birthday if they're... Oh, I got tingling them. I keep getting tingling in these fingers. These two. Not these, none of these, just this one and this one. And it seems to be when my arms are in a certain place. I wonder if there's something rubbing. I mean, we all like a good rub. Don't tell me that you don't. I wonder if there's something wrong. It's doing it now. It's only on that side now. Sometimes it's that, and I get it as well when I'm swimming. If I'm swimming and I get it in this finger when I'm swimming, like that, right, like that, and this finger starts tingling. Doesn't hurt, just a mild tingle. And this one is starting to do it now as well. But only those two, none of the others. Just those two. Do you think there's something? But I know what it is. It's a bit of fat. My arms are starting to get fat now as well, and they're probably pressing on a nerve somewhere. I probably get on your nerves a lot as well, do I sometimes? Probably. Anyway, back to the birthday. So it was Eamon's birthday last night. Someone brought in, not a large cake, but a little box of, I think, 12 cakes. This lovely girl who brought in a box of 12 cakes. And this girl lit all the candles. And I sang happy birthday. Oh, it's Eamon's birthday. Stand up, please, Eamon. And they all get embarrassed. But it's a nice thing to do. And we all sing happy birthday and blew the cakes off. I said, do you want one? I said, oh, none of those are gluten-free, are they? Now, I must tell you. So, was it Monday? I think it was Monday or Tuesday. I was in Waitrose. I was doing some shopping in Waitrose. And I thought, I must buy, I really fancy a bag of crisps. So I bought a bag of crisps. You know the Waitrose, the Walker's Sensations, cheddar cheese and mature onion. Or something like that. Cheddar cheese and onion. I don't know. But nevertheless, it's a big black bag. And I had those. I had half of them in the afternoon and half of them in the evening. And straight away, acid started. Up it came. So it's definitely the crisps that are a trigger. So no more crisps now. And at some point I'll start eating bread and I'll let you know how that goes. But definitely the crisps are bringing up the old acid. I knew it was acid because as I came into the house while it was happening, I gave Katie a kiss. Katie cat. And now there's a big hole in her face where the acid has burnt half of her head away. A dreadful way to die. Being chucked in a... That happens to people, doesn't it? They get chucked in a bath full of acid, dear. Oh! No! Does that take long to die like that? And then, is there anything left of you? Is it, or 1 minute you're like in the bath of acid, and then you look at it and there's nothing there. It's just gone. Eh? I did see, I think there's a company in America that you can have that done to your body when you die, I think it's alkaline. I think it's a vat of alkaline, which is probably just as bad. I don't know. Don't know anything about chemistry. Oh, do you remember the periodic table? What's all that about? Why did they make us try? Well, I say make us try and make us learn that at school. CrH2. Oh, how boring was that? Just a blooming poster full of letters. The periodic chemical table. Now, come on, be honest now. Be honest, boys and girls. And teachers as well, be honest. Have you got any teachers watching? Be honest. How has that periodic table helped you in your life so far? Anyone? Can't see any hands up anywhere. No, has it? Come on. Oh, there's one over there. Yes. How did it help you? Oh, you wanted to become a chemistry teacher. What a bloody waste of that. That and algebra and maths. More waste of time. MC squared and 3x plus. Oh, Christ. That has not helped me. What? Trigonometry. Nothing. Protractors. Haven't helped me at all in my sad, lonely, pathetic life. Anyway, now where are we going for that? Oh, yes, the acid thing. So in America, you can have your body put in this thing, right, which is full of alkaline. I saw this on a news thing. And then, I don't know what, I think it just shakes you. It's quite a nice way to go, isn't it, being shaken? It shakes you slightly, and your body just disperses in the alkaline. And you just become a liquid. And then you get flushed down the toilet. I mean, what do you visit? The thing is, what do you visit? That's a good idea. So what could happen then is that you get flushed into an ocean somewhere. And then, when people want to visit you, they just book a luxury cruise. And then as they're sailing around the sea, lapping up the sunshine and enjoying the entertainment on board, they can think of you. What a lovely way to go. So much better, don't you think, than being in a cemetery? People plodding down there with plants and little stones all over your grave that you get stuck into your sandals while you're visiting. Just an idea for you. Just an idea. So, happy birthday to Eamon. And the girl who brought it in, the girl who brought the cakes in, she's like, and I said to Eamon, I said, don't suppose any of those are gluten-free, are they? And the girl said, yes, there is one. I said, oh, can I have that one? Oh, well, I got that for me. So she got herself a gluten-free cake, but nothing for everyone else. What about other people? Oh no, I bet it's like one of those things, like what was that program, Little Britain, the only gay in the village. Some of these people, like who have different things, like vegetarian, I'm vegetarian, vegans and all that. They like to be the only one. Do you know what I mean? So when you're at a big like dinner or something, all these, oh, actually, I'm vegetarian. To get the centre of attention. I don't do that, of course. No, excuse me. Have you got anything vegetarian? I like to do it quietly. I don't make a big thing of it, dear. Don't just stand there and say, I am gluten free. I meant to tell you those 2 tyres. I think I mentioned 2 tyres. They cost me an amount yesterday. I think I got the price wrong. I think I told you 180. It was actually £133.63. Two new tyres for my Toyota Yaris. Look at this. Look, I shouldn't really show you this, should I? Outer. Look, outer. Zero. There was nothing left here. So I'm glad I did those. Why is it that my front tyres have always worn out quicker? Is it because my arse is so fat? Is that what it is? The front tyres always seem to go down much quicker than the back ones. And yet the strange thing is when I'm carrying around my karaoke equipment, speakers and poles and things like that, that's much heavier. Surely that all rests on the back tyres. But the front tyres I always get, like for one set of back tyres, I'll get through like 2.5 sets of front tyres. It's strange, that, isn't it? So that's that. Got to say, get well, Scott. Scott Miles is in the house. He's not very well at the moment. Oh, yeah, Scott, you need cuddles, darling. Cuddles. And if there's no one to cuddle, you get a cat. And if it doesn't want to be cuddled, you have to hold it tightly until it does want to. Get well soon, Scott. He's not too well at the moment. And some messages, boys and girls. Some messages from yesterday's show. Let's see if I get these in the right order. Justin wants to thank everyone for wishing him happy birthday. So happy birthday. Ray Reynolds says, thank you for the mention of the yellow forsythia, which was the plant I told you. I think I showed you a picture yesterday. Did I show you a picture? I did. Oh, yes, we were outside yesterday. Showed you a picture of that yesterday, which is forsythia is one of the very first things that blooms in the spring. And Ray Reynolds says, thank you for the mention, which is it's blooming now. All right, my love. Also out in stunning blue flowers is bushes of... I can't say that. Cenotheus. Ceanothus. Cenotheus. More gardening tips from time to time with Mr. Ray Reynolds. Thank you, Ray Reynolds. Hugely popular man. Antonio says, hi Chris, I really love your videos recorded outside. Please show more about London and the towns around. Thanks. Well, not really because I hardly ever go to London, Antonio. That would be a trip and a half, dear. That would be like proper television, wouldn't it? Where you go out in the car to London and do a day's filming for 30 seconds worth of show. But I would. If I had the time, I would do that. I'd be quite happy to go out and do little films of London and have chit-chats around then. Hi to Ross Patzel, who says, just got back from Merivale Model Village in Yarmouth. Beautiful models. Now, we didn't go there. We thought it might be a little bit too sort of old for the little children because my great niece, one of my great nieces is 4 and one of my great nephews is 3 or just about, I think it, or was he 3 today? Oh, he might be 3 today. Oh, don't say I've forgotten that. No, one moment, please. Let me check. She'd go mad. Stacey go mad. Stacey is my nephew's husband. Gary won't worry. He'd just be laid back as he usually is. Nothing phases my nephew. It might be tomorrow. I think it might be tomorrow, so we must sing happy birthday tomorrow. But I'm going shopping in a couple of weeks. Not Saturday, next Saturday. We're going shopping. And I'm going to get some presents for the 2 children then, because it was Evie's birthday. And I think it's Harry's. I think it's tomorrow. I thought it was today, but it's tomorrow. Anyway, so he's going to be 3 tomorrow, and Olivia is 1. And we did think that the Merivale Model Village might be a little bit, might be another couple of years before they would enjoy such a thing. But Ross says they're beautiful models, fish and flowers, and the most gorgeous tea rooms you would ever see. You will love it. So I think I would like that. I certainly would like that. Ross also wants to know, wants to try and do videos. Yeah, just do them, Ross. You have to do them. Just put the camera in front of your face and just start talking like you're talking to a friend. The only trouble is you haven't got many of them, have you? Sorry, Ross. Sorry, you walked into that, dear. You walked into that one. Yeah, just put the camera and as if you're talking to... Or just imagine someone the other side of the camera. Like me. And you know how sensible I am. Yes, Ross. Antonio also says, I think he was doing your haircut fast yesterday because there wasn't so much. No, there isn't. But the other boy who does it, he spent a lot. I didn't get my head massage. I quite like all that, especially if the bloke doing it is quite nice. Just doing it. Oh dear. Thank you very much for your messages as always. I always like to try and read messages. I know sometimes I miss them. But thank you very much for those and keep them coming. I think that's about it for now. Oh, we still don't know if Adam has got a new plumbing name. Adam, what is your plumbing name? Have you chosen a new plumbing name yet, Adam? And that's it. And finally today, little story in some of the papers. Terrifying moments. Passengers howl in fear and pray for survival as the Etihad plane is rocked by extreme turbulence. Help me! Help me! Help me! Oh, I bet that was hilarious to watch if you were sitting down the back. Oh, stop, man. I bet these same people that were howling for survival, go on roller coasters. No difference. And you haven't even paid for the privilege of having it. Stop moaning and enjoy the experience of turbulence on an Etihad plane. Thank you very much. Have a lovely Thursday, boys and girls. I'll be DJing tonight at the Two Brewers in Clapham. That's from 10 o'clock. Apart from that, get out in the sunshine and stop watching this rubbish, dears. Cheerio now.